Welcome to the 2350 Effect. Meet the Presenters Week. The 2350 Effect starts.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2350 Effect. This is me to present a week. This is day 4. I'm Damian Kinsey. I'm the co-creator of the 2350 Network, and more so speaking the virtual wellness experience, which Meet the Presenter Week is all about. And I'm always joined by my co-host, co-collaborator of the Virtual Wellness Experience, the Work-Life Balance Summit, and the Virtual Wellness Experience, which is next week, and also the 2350 Network, the amazing Dr. Tanya Farron. Dr. Farron, tell them something about yourself that I did not tell them about you.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for the nice introduction, my friend Damien. I appreciate all the partnerships that we have together. Have the best time with you collaborating on these projects. Yes, by day, I am a middle school virtual principal. I've been in education for 30 years. So I tell everyone I'm an educator because I am. That's what I do every single day. I absolutely love my job. My 5 to 9 is creative living ideas. And so I work on these amazing live streams and have great conversations, meeting with amazing people. So we've got some amazing people for you all tonight that are here. Now, just a reminder, this is not the virtual wellness experience. You're going to feel like it is, but it's not. This is just a taste of the virtual wellness experience because we've got our amazing presenters that are here tonight, another group of them. They're going to be talking about this. So if you missed the last 3 nights, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you can go to Creative Living Ideas webpage and you can look at that and you can see, YouTube page, and you can see the shows that we've had previously with other presenters. Tonight, we have new ones. Oh, Jamie, no crying. Don't worry. You can go to Creative Living Ideas, a YouTube channel, and you can watch last night's episode. It was amazing. All right, everyone. So should we get started and start bringing some people up?
Oh, definitely get started because we have a packed group. So many people here, particular. I want to start with Thomas. You know, we got to start with bringing the love. Thomas brings a lot of love. Hey, Felipe, how's it going? He is definitely presenting at the Virtual Wellness Experience. This is his first time presenting at the Virtual Wellness Experience with us. Thomas, welcome to the Virtual Wellness Experience Meet the Presenter Week. Thank you for joining us.
Hello. How's everybody doing today?
We are good.
Doing great.
We are good. Love your infectious smile and personality. It is so amazing. So for those of you that don't know, I love TikTok. I've been on TikTok and I found Thomas on TikTok. I crept into his DMs and creepily said, hey, I want to talk to you. And I think he ignored me. And then I came back and said, hello, I'm not crazy, but I really do want to talk to you. And I just felt like he just had so much to offer the virtual wellness experience. And we got together, we talked. Oh my gosh. And so I'm excited for you guys to get to know Thomas a little better. So a lot of the people that are here tonight, Thomas, they follow us on LinkedIn. And so this is new for them to meet you. And so you are a new addition to this group. So yeah, I'm excited for them to get to know you better.
I'm excited to be here. And I did not ignore you. I just am bad at getting back to messages.
No, I would have probably said creepy. No, I'm just kidding. I get it. I understand. I'm happy you're here.
I'm happy to be here.
It's always good to have new people and meet new people. Speaking of new people, our next guest is new to the virtual wellness experience. In our summit, she is on our stage, and she's joining us for Meet the Presenter Week. Welcome, Valencia, to the stage.
Hey, how is everybody out there? How are you doing, Damien and Dr. Tanya? I like to call you Dr. Tanya.
You can call me whatever you want. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm doing
yes,
great.
It's so nice to be here. I'm new to you guys, but I'm telling you, I'm already feeling like family because we've had a little get-togethers and things like that with all of us, and a couple of breakout rooms and stuff, and I really have enjoyed it. So yeah, I've made a lot of friends here. I can say it's nice.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
We've enjoyed getting to know you as well. And that is what's so nice, is we get to meet new people often. So that's great.
It's always nice.
Yeah.
And our next two guests are not new people. And, you got to, I have to always present them individually, but together it's they're two versions of Welcome to Fatherhood. 2350 members, great people who go out to the community in the Chicagoland area. Make sure I said that right. Dr. Raheem Young and Sir Royce Brialis of Welcome to Fatherhood. They are no strangers to the Virtual Wellness Summit. And now this is their second time with the Virtual Wellness Experience. So welcome, Sir Royce Brialis and Dr. Raheem Young. Welcome to the stage.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Hey, what's up? Thank you for having us.
It is always great to see you too. Thanks for being here again with us.
It's a pleasure.
Good.
And I know Dr. Raheem Young and Sir Royce Brialis, y'all not new to this segment. Y'all know what's about to happen. Dr. Farron, you know what's about to happen. Valencia, you've been chiming in and watching, so you should probably see what's happened. Thomas, you might not have seen what happened. We always start the show off with a all right, people, that is not your phone ringing. This is Laugh Call Text, where we utilize this opportunity, which is that segment of, in the last 7 days, what is that thing that made you get up, pick your phone up, call someone, text them, or just laugh out loud? So what is that thing that made you laugh, call someone, or text them? Yes, call people. That still happens. All right.
Anybody want to go first?
Oh, I'll go first. I usually keep in contact with my kids at least once or twice a week, and they were slacking, so I had to call them and go into their neighborhood and just go over there.
I love it.
So
yes.
I just
infiltrated the neighborhood. I love it. And said,
absolutely.
Hello, this is your father. What are you doing? I love that.
That's pretty much how I do it too. You have a dad, so I haven't heard from you.
I love that. I think, I'm so glad, again, Damien and I always talk about how this group ends up just mysteriously happening, but I'm so glad Thomas is getting to meet with Raheem and Royce, for the fact of the Welcome to Fatherhood, like you guys kind of are doing similar things. I think this is a great collaboration that could begin definitely between the three of you. Thomas does a lot of really great content on, like, I talk about it being love, because it's about love, and I think that's amazing. So anyway, okay, back to last caller text. I digress. I was just excited for a minute. As you can see, the hands were flying. Okay.
No worries at all.
I can go next. So actually, it happened today. I had to. I realized that I never text Damien the two people who I wanted to get the free tickets. So I had to text them and also text Damien. So that
Nice.
was my.
I'm sure he appreciated that.
Yeah, I really did. Thank you.
No, thank you. Appreciate you.
I love it.
So I can say I reached out to someone this week. I normally hear from them, right? So usually I'm not the person that usually picks up the phone, but I hadn't heard from them in a while, and I just said, let me see what's going on, right? And so I just picked up the phone, and I sent a text, because I'm a text person. Sent a text and say, hey, you okay? Did we get a divorce and I didn't get the papers? What's going on? That's just a joke. It's not that kind of relationship, but I always like to say something like that. But yeah, so it was good. It was good, and everything's fine and all that. So it's good.
Keeping it light, huh, Val?
Keeping
right?
it light.
Yeah. Keeping it light. I like that. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess I'll go last. So for me, my grandmother has dementia, and she's in a rehabilitation center right now. She had an infection, so she's getting stronger. But I had to call her, and we had a good conversation. And all our conversations are always interesting, because she always goes to wherever she's at in her mind in that moment. She's there,
and you're following it.
Right. It's been fun being with her in those moments. So that's what I've been going through currently, and that was my call, I would say.
That was sweet of you. I'm sure she appreciated that. Mm-hmm. Well, I have a couple, but I'm just going to pick one. So I was meeting with the teacher today, and she was sharing with me that she had just finished crying because she listened to Dolly Parton's new song. So those of you that may be country music fans might know that Dolly Parton lost her husband of like 60 something years this past week. And he seemed to be a person, in my perspective and opinion, who just was a big supporter of her doing her thing. And so this person sent me the song to listen to. And then I was in tears for that next few minutes. I was like, oh my goodness. So then I sent it to my husband, and he came home and I said, did you listen to it? And he's a big Dolly Parton fan. I said, did you listen to it? He goes, no, I'm not ready yet. Because he already knew, and it was, I wouldn't be me without you, or something like that. I'll look at it. But it was really, really beautiful. It's if you hadn't been there, that's the name of it. If you hadn't been there. So it's really beautiful. Check it out. David, how about you?
So my last call text is this. Yesterday, a friend of mine, it was his birthday. In the morning on my way to work, I was planning on, getting to my destination and texting him before I went into my job, and I forgot. But at 11:28 p.m., I remembered, and I texted him. He said, thank you. I didn't have to hit him with the happy belated birthday. I caught him on his birthday, technically.
Caught it in time.
Yeah.
That's important. That is important.
So that's my text.
Nice. I like that. I love remembering that. I actually just start putting them in my phone now as calendar invites, so I can remember the birthdays.
And put in your laugh code text in the comments. We'd love to hear it as well.
Yes. So many great people here tonight. Thanks for being here and joining us. Nicole and Ghazi and Brian, thank you so much. Adrienne, Nick, Dr. Rowe, thanks for being here. Leslie, Stephen, Felipe, thank you so much for being here. Goyle, thank you. Appreciate y'all being here tonight. I saw Jamie earlier. Thank you for being here. And Jackie, I think I've got everybody that's in here, but join us and drop things into the chat as we're talking about them. So I really don't want to spend a lot of time on this topic, but we do talk about it. And so I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Instead of me asking you, like, what's your favorite go-to meal? What was the favorite meal you had today? The favorite meal you had today.
I gotta go first.
Okay, tell me.
Because this wasn't anything that, of course, I planned to do. In fact, this week, well, let's see, I started last week. I got this little app on my phone, and I've been counting my calories. And I've been doing real good, you know? And, well, I said, let me just go in the refrigerator, get something. I'm looking through. I think I want something sweet. Oh, I got something sweet. Okay, just a little bit, right? It was something that I picked up for the first time at the grocery store the other day. And, you're supposed, it comes in like a little bowl, and you're supposed to, kind of like ice cream, you're supposed to just take it and just put it in a little bowl or dip it on something and you go about your way. But did I do that? No, Dr. Tanya, no. I wanted to, though. I had my little spoon. I said, I'm just going to do a spoon. But I tasted it. Brand new. It was, and I was like, oh, my God. You know how your eyes roll back in your head? It was one of those moments. And I said, wait, I got to get on. I got this podcast I got to get on. Wait, just let one more spoon.
I hope you save some for afterwards, right?
It's gone.
It's gone.
The whole bowl is gone.
Hey, so good, as long as you enjoyed it, I think that's what's most important.
Oh, I did. I won't be eating tomorrow.
I love that. That's funny. You have to eat tomorrow. Who else? What was your favorite thing you had today?
Well, mine I put in the chat as a breakfast smoothie. I plan on eating dinner after this. This is me for the record. I'm LinkedIn user right now.
That was the best thing that you ate today?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
What kind of smoothie was
it? Strawberry, bananas,
ooh,
almond milk, and pineapple.
Solid.
That sounds good.
Yeah. It was delicious.
Make those for us sometime.
Sure. I'll send it to you with a virtual. I'll send it to you in the private chat.
Y'all, I've been making this smoothie that's chocolate with that PB2 powder and like protein powder and a banana, and it's like a chocolate covered banana. It is so good. It's really good. I didn't have that today, though. I'm still not telling you what I had yet. Raheem, how about you? What was your favorite thing you ate today?
So I only ate one thing today. It was leftover. So I think it was Monday night. Maybe we made roast with vegetables. So the roast is gone, but I had some of the vegetables with rice.
I could use some of your willpower for only eating one thing today. Not my strength. Working on it, but not my strength. I would say probably my favorite thing. I had that English muffin that I was talking about yesterday. It was very delicious. I like a good English muffin. Extra toasted with some butter where it's kind of oozing a little bit out of the little nooks and crannies. It's quite delicious.
And for record, here's the smoothie for you. My word is my word.
Okay. Why does food always bring people together, doesn't it? It just does. It just does.
It's so good.
It is. It's so good.
The happy part of
breaking bread.
I can go next. For me, I made tuna for me and my mother. I made it was like a little bit of tuna. It wasn't enough really for two people, so I had a chunk of salmon that I made before. And I just blended that in with the tuna. So basically, it was like a salmon tuna mix. You know what I'm saying? It was delicious. It was amazing because I still had the seasoning from the tuna, from the salmon on there. It was
like
lovely.
Some crackers with it, bread. How do you eat that?
Yeah, so grilled cheese. So a grilled cheese sandwich, and then tuna. So basically, you take a bite of the grilled cheese, and then boom, spoonful of tuna. Boom. Delish.
I love that.
Yeah, it was real good.
That's awesome. That's funny. That is great. You know, one
Well, I
time.
had a. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Thomas.
I was just gonna say I had a green juice today because I'm gonna eat later too, and it's good I didn't eat what I want to eat later because it wouldn't have been as good as a green juice. I'm trying to do the green juice to prepare for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So, what are you having later?
something fried probably.
This is where the green juice balances it out, right?
I'm trying to get all the juices in early and then make decisions later. Worry
I
about my
like
life
it.
later.
I get it. It makes perfect sense. I love that. All right. Well, let's move on to something else that's a little bit different. Like, I want to talk about what if you didn't ever have to worry about money? What would you do if you didn't have to worry about money? And those of you in the audience, what would you do? How would you spend your day? Anybody can go. You can think about it for a minute if you want to, too. Raheem's ready, I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell you were.
So does that mean that we have access to money, or we just don't have to worry about money?
You have as much money as you need.
Oh, okay. So I most definitely would give people money. So like give my family members, my friends some money. Outside of that, I wouldn't do anything.
No.
Yeah,
Nothing extra.
Nope.
Just give your friends and family whatever they needed. I love that.
Yeah.
Would you still work?
I don't know. That's something I'll have to think about.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I would be on the beach somewhere. I'd be living by the beach, and I'd still be doing this. I would be doing this, and I would probably, well, I know I'd be doing it bigger and just grander, right, and affecting more people. But yeah, I would just. It wouldn't be about, it wouldn't be about what trinkets I can buy and things like that, because those things don't move me at all.
Me either. Yes.
They don't move me at all. They're nice to have, but it doesn't make me, right? So I think the experiences of life, I would probably, have, like I said, by the beach, but I'd have homes and things other places too. So I would be traveling a lot more. And of course I'd have my own plane and all that. So just for convenience and ease,
Yeah.
and that kind of thing. So yeah.
Love that. I'm a beach girl too. I love the beach. Who else?
I think I would. I'd definitely be near a beach. Absolutely. I'd like to travel. I do mostly traveling, and do a lot of volunteer work. I like going different places. Probably some rural places that I haven't been. Kind of learn more about that kind of thing and give money and relax. Do lots of fun traveling, not just work.
Yeah. Yeah. Royce, how about you?
That's a good question. For me, I would be doing the exact same thing I'm doing now. Connecting with fathers, building a tribe. I think I'll probably be able to expand the tribe a little more, like globally. Like I would think like seeing the world, like going and meeting other fathers worldwide.
Yeah.
And and building that network.
I love that. I think that's really important for sure.
I would sleep more. I would take naps.
God, I
Give me
love
naps.
Yes. I love a good nap. Why don't we do that for our bodies more often,
And it's the most beautiful thing.
It is. Yes. Damien? What are you going to do with all the money that you can have in the world?
Well, if I had all the money in the world, then nobody have any money.
Well, all that you need in your
think-
little world,
I think I'll be still me, just doing the same thing. But I'll just probably, like I said, I would create a big campus where, it can help kids and families consistently. Take care of my family members, go on vacation, and come back and get back to work.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to live where I live, like I like where I live. I would want to travel. I was thinking of this the other day, actually, and creative living ideas. We've done a couple of food drives the last 3 or 4 years, and they just haven't been as big as I wanted because I haven't been able to give all of my energy to it. And I was thinking the other day, like I do it in the summer because so many food drives and charitable things happen in the winter, right? Well, kids are out of school in the summer, and so parents are feeding them. They're not getting school lunches and things like that. And so their grocery bill goes up and, kids need to eat. And so I would always do a food drive because the food pantries are pretty low, but I definitely would be able to spend time doing those types of things. And I was thinking today, I think I would, in the areas of my schools, like pay school lunch accounts. There's so many kids that have high school lunch accounts. And I don't think schools do this anymore, but they used to when I was a principal early on. If you're, or even as a teacher when I was early on, if your kids didn't have enough money in their account or they were negative so much, they got a cheese sandwich. And it's like the walk of shame, right? From going from the counter with the cheese sandwich and the white milk, because you couldn't get the other stuff. And I think it's awful, and so I don't think that schools do that anymore. Maybe, I know in our area they don't anymore, but I still would want to pay those school lunches and get those accounts up for those kids and just make it like a regular thing to do. And then, just enjoy life and keep doing this stuff, keep creative living ideas going and keep working with families and writing books and having fun and all of that. Absolutely.
I love that. Speaking of writing books and having fun, it takes me back to my childhood. What is your favorite childhood cartoon?
That's very easy for me. I say Tom and Jerry.
Okay.
Tom and Jerry, man. Every Saturday morning, Tom and Jerry is on my TV.
I'll probably say the same. Yeah, Tom and Jerry was always at the top. Always at the top.
Well, I'll have to say, hey, it's Fat Albert. Me and the gang, I'd be hanging out with Fat Albert in my head.
I loved watching Fat Albert. I loved the show. I did. I did.
Yeah, for me it was two. So like Ninja Turtles and He-Man.
Okay.
Nice.
Who was your favorite Ninja Turtle, man?
I think as a kid it was Michelangelo. I think everybody liked Michelangelo because he was like the fun one. But as I got older, I think Raphael.
Yeah, I can see that. That's your spirit animal.
I like all of these reminders. You're making me think of things like, Speed Racer, like that was one, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Roadrunner. But I would say Bugs Bunny was probably one for me. I definitely liked Bugs Bunny. I remember watching it a lot. Yeah.
Yep. Those tunes.
I got DuckTales and Transformers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what about Transformers?
Yeah, good choices.
DuckTales got the best intro of all the shows we said.
Yeah.
I think there's a generation gap on that one. I don't know that I know that one. I think I got you by a few years on that one, but I'm okay with that.
You know it when I'll tell you after this. You know exactly what.
Yeah, you'll probably know when you hear it.
Yeah.
In case of those of you that were in the audience last night and heard me make the reference to Shrek for the waffle comment that Damien made, don't worry. After the show, I showed him the clip of the Shrek segment where Donkey says he's making waffles in the morning. So Damien's caught up now.
Yeah, Johnny Quest was a good one too. Yeah, I am caught up now. It's a lot of Tom and Jerry, growing up.
Yes.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry, man, it's it. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The cat and mouse. Yeah. Mhm.
Anytime his cousins would come to the house, they would always beat up the cat. It'd be hilarious.
Oh my gosh, the Flintstones. Yes. Adrian put in the Flintstones. Yes.
Yeah.
There was what was the other one with them?
The Jetsons. No.
The Jetsons. Yes.
I love the
yeah.
Jetsons. They were so
Yes. I did too. I always tell people that like what I do by day is like the Jetsons, right? Don't you remember when Elroy? No, that's the boy, right? Elroy?
think so.
He would go to school on the TV, his
Yeah.
teacher on the TV. And I was like, oh, right, like that will ever happen one day. And what am I? A virtual middle school principal. My kids
Right.
all school from home. My teachers are all work from home. Like we are hit the Jetsons.
Yep. You manifested it.
Mhm. We did. We did. Oh my gosh. So Damien, we are halfway through. We need to talk about the event. So we've got the virtual wellness experience coming up. I guess I didn't even present my screen yet here. Let's get this going so I can show you guys all about these amazing presenters. All right. So Damien's going to put a link in the chat. You can get your tickets for the virtual wellness experience. It's March 21st and 22nd. This is what it looks like when you click that link. So I want everybody to click that link so that you can see it. When you scroll down here, you'll see the list of presenters. This tab over here says join the lobby for me, but this would be where you would sign up. It'll ask you to sign up with a free Zoom account that you have. So this is through Zoom Events. And so you need a Zoom account attached to it. It's a free one. You don't have to pay for it, or whatever email address you've logged into a Zoom meeting with. And so you will purchase your tickets from here. It's $175 for 2 days or $100 for a single day. And you can come either Saturday and Sunday, either one that you want. Damien's kicking us off at 9 a.m. And then every hour for 45 minutes, we have 2 presenters for you to choose from. So we've got a 10, 11. At 12 o'clock, we have a networking time where we hang out together. Presenters come from either day, can be here, and we hang out together and we network. We get to know everybody. At 1 o'clock, we start our next 2 sessions. Damien and I are presenting for the very first time together. And so we have a 2 o'clock session, and then we've got 2 lovely ladies that are wrapping up for us at the end of the day on Friday. So lots of things to get to on Friday. Then Saturday morning, we jump off with 2 amazing presenters that have been with us in the past. So you want to catch them. They are great at 9 a.m. At 10 a.m., we've got 2 more amazing ladies. And then Jackie and Thomas is here at 11. And then we've got another breakout session for networking at 12 o'clock. And then we continue at 1, 2, and then I wrap us up at 3 o'clock. So you want to make sure that you stay with us all day. Now, the cool thing is these events are recorded and you have them for up to 30 days. And so it's important for you to know that. You'll be able to go back in and rewatch, take some notes, things like that. Once you have your ticket, you're going to be able to see it's going to look a little different like this. It's going to say lobby chat. Here's where you can type in, hello, good morning, I'm here. In this chat part, you can scroll down here and see what sessions, these are the ones I'm presenting for the day, but what sessions are going on right now. And then yours will say join, not start. Once they start going, you'll go in there. You can see all of the sessions in here. Again, they'll say join, and this is how you'll come back to the lobby to re-watch any of these videos. You can create your own itinerary, and then also you can connect with all of our speakers. So Thomas has a YouTube channel, and so this is his YouTube channel. If you want to connect with him through that, you can do that. And then, oops, let me go back here, speakers. And I'm going to show you, here's Val. She's got hers. She's got her bio, and she's got a welcome video for you. So you can check that out as well. And then her socials, you can grab those. And there's Raheem. And then we have Royce right next to him here. And they are presenting together, and we'll let them take a minute in just a minute and talk about all that. But also, I know some of you, including Jamie, were saying, oh my gosh, I missed last night. Don't worry about it. Join Creative Living Ideas YouTube channel, and then you will not miss a single episode. This is us here. You can see me laughing like crazy. They must have been making me laugh already. Today's event is already showing it's streaming live. And so you're able to see any of these lives. You can also come back to Wellness Wednesdays. All of those Wellness Wednesdays are listed in here, and our Meet the Presenter episodes. So there's day 1, there's day 2, there's day 3, and now we're on day 4 of Meet the Presenter. So you can go back and rewatch any of that. If you type in Creative Living Ideas, Tanya Farron, you'll be able to see that. You can see this little emblem here with the colorful starburst and CLI. And that's it.
Thank you for that.
Welcome.
All right. You want to take the next question, Dr. Farron?
Sure. Let's see. I want you guys, since we just talked about the event, I want you to tell everybody a little bit about what you are going to talk about at the event without giving the whole thing away. So, Thomas, let's start with you.
All right. Well, I'm going to be talking about love. Mine is called Love in Real Life. It seems like kind of like a simple concept. Love, everybody knows what that is. It's positive, but not everybody sees or receives love that way or looks at love that way. Some people look at it as a negative thing. So I try to use love as kind of like a baseline where we can all meet up and then use that to go into why love is important in your life. Why, what it does physically, mentally, spiritually in your life. Try to connect love with positivity instead of regret and other
Yeah.
things from the past that people usually tie it to and to people.
You know, I'm really excited about this topic. You know, we've talked about a lot of different things at the Work-Life Balance Summit that we do in the fall and the Virtual Wellness Experience. And love is a topic that we haven't really dove into. And it was when I saw your TikToks, I was like, oh, this would be a great addition to our experience. And so I'm so glad that you were able to connect with me to be a part of this, because I think it's a huge topic for everyone to start thinking about. How about you? Yeah. How about you, Raheem and Royce?
So we're gonna be talking about co-parenting, but we're looking at it from the standpoint or trying to use it as an analogy to co-piloting. So like being co-pilots, you're in charge of everybody that's on the plane, their safety. So you have to get from point A to point B with, being safe and guiding them in that direction. So yeah, that's what it's going to be about. But we're comparing the two concepts of being a co-pilot and a co-parent.
Wonderful. That's awesome. It's a really important topic, which you guys know, because I've written a parenting book, and I talk to parents all of the time, and working together is huge, and it's important to do that. And we don't have all of the answers all at once, but a network and organization that you guys have created, Welcome to Fatherhood, is going out and doing an amazing, task of talking to fathers and talking to families. And I think that's so important that you guys are doing that. And then Miss Gratitude, Miss Val.
Yes. So I'm really excited about this. So my segment is, of course, gratitude. I'm going to talk about that, right? But it's not really going to be much talking about it. I am experiential. So, because that is the thing that changes you. So, I'm calling mine more of a workshop. So, I'm giving you an exercise that is going to put you in a state. Okay. And so, when you leave my classroom, you're going to have the tools to put yourself in that state of gratitude, which is one of the highest frequencies, and it will transform your life. You'll be able to do it at will.
I love that. I love it. I love it. It's amazing. And it really is true. It really is true. When you start practicing gratitude, your life changes for sure.
Yes.
It really does. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It does.
Damien, do you want to share what you're presenting on?
Yeah, so I'm presenting on how to remain calm when everybody around you isn't. You know, you have a lot of people around you who, you know, sometimes everything's an emergency, and sometimes your emergency isn't their emergency. And, you know, it's important to remain even keel and stay, you know, as they say, centered with yourself. So that is definitely one of the topics I'm talking about. And I'm also collaborating with Dr. Farron as in partnership on another particular presentation. As she said earlier, it's the first time we presenting together, and I'm excited about that as well.
Me too. And I'll be wrapping us up and getting things kind of tidily put back together at the end of all the sessions. So I'm excited about having that closing session with everyone. I certainly hope that you guys in the audience can join us the 21st and 22nd. We're really looking forward to it. These presenters have put a lot of time and energy into making their presentations be polished and have been working hard at that. And they have great messages for you. And so I encourage you to share it out to people. You know, this is a great Mother's Day gift. This is a great, you know, birthday gift for somebody. Send them to this event. You know, I've said before, you know, my daughter was 22, probably the first time she came to it. She loved it. She was just blown away by the presenters. You know, so there's a definite age range of all kinds of people it will be impactful for. And I encourage you to come. You know, you're going to get something. You're going to get a lot out of it. You're going to get more than something. You're going to get a lot out of these presenters. I mean, we do seek out people who are, you know, really making an impact in the world. And so we find that that's important for us to share with you guys. All right. Damien, what else do you want to talk about?
So I do have a question for everybody. A lot of times we see the finished product, people's journey, they get to a point and it's like, hey, people just make it to where they're at in their careers. What is that turning point in your career? What is that one thing? I know we have multiple at times, but what is one of those turning points in your career that you want to share?
I'd say with me to start the idea of Soup Bowl Network was COVID. I moved to Florida to be by my mom and sister and the beach because I love the beach. And then I was a mediator for teachers and students and my job was to keep the kids in the class. And that was a tough job, but I loved it, loved doing it. But then when COVID hit, uh, that's when you got to see a lot of the cracks in the system. Parents couldn't get a hold of their kids. You got to see people that didn't have electronics, and some schools didn't have enough funding. And so my thing was the connection, trying to connect people was the hardest thing to do, even though we had Zoom and all that, but nobody knew a lot about that. So my whole thing was to connect people, build a network to where we do charity work, but not just do charity work, but bring other people to volunteer, and also talk about what the charity actually does. Because a lot of people didn't know where they didn't even know it existed to even use it. So my thing is more about connections and networking. So this kind of thing is beautiful. That
Yeah,
kind of thing.
absolutely. I agree with that. Yeah. And I've played around inside your YouTube channel. So go into his YouTube channel and you'll see some of those charitable connections that
Yes.
Thomas has made with other people. So it's really great. So that was a
I'm
nice
gonna
try.
ramp that back up.
Yep.
I like that you focus your energy on helping and supporting people through charitable donations. Who's next?
Well, I'll go. So for me, I for many, many years, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was doing all kinds of things, right? Working different jobs and never satisfied. Just always knew there was something more for me. But really, for many years, I remember sitting at home not knowing what, God, what do you have for me? What am I to do, right? I know I'm supposed to do something, but what? Because this is not it, right? So for me, I had to start tuning in to my purpose. And I remember asking God, what is it that you want me to do? And actually writing, I had a journal and it was questions to God, right? And it was like, oh my God, you're asking God questions, But these are my questions to God. And I said, wow, what is it that you want me to do? And as life be lifing, and I'll go more into it at the experience, right? But I found my purpose. And I hope and pray that everybody here finds their purpose. Don't be afraid to ask. If you don't know, it's okay to ask. Because I feel like if I hadn't have asked, I would have never gotten
Yeah.
it. So it's important to do that and to tune in to yourself because you're here for a reason.
Yeah. Powerful. Very powerful. And those are this audience, this is what you're getting. You know what I mean? This is real. This is real. I love it.
I guess I'll go next. For me, I can think back to the first time we did a master class for Welcome to Fatherhood. And we had we got 100 people on the call. And I'm like, wow, this is like first time we're doing it and we got these many people. Like, and I thought in that moment, like, wow, we can reach a lot more. And I think since then we've reached thousands of people. And I think I'm excited for what we can do going forward. And also, in addition to that, I would say work we're doing with the kids. Right now, we're doing a Boys on the Rise program for 2 middle schools. We go teach a class for about 30 minutes. And it's been life altering for me to see the impact that we can make on the kids because it's a lot of kids out there that don't have their dad at home. And there's some that do. There's a lot of kids that do have their dads at home. And it's good to have a full conversation with those kids to learn about, what they're going through. Because a lot of us have went through, being without our dads at some point. So, yeah, I think that was probably the two things I would say. I'm kind of cheating. I said, you said one. I did two. But that's it for me.
You can do whatever you want. It's totally fine. No, I agree. And we're all in the same wheelhouse here with that parenting piece. When we can have our parents and they still may not know what to do. You know what I mean? How to parent. It's doesn't just happen, And so I love that you're giving a platform, an outlet, a way for people to learn more about it and to talk about it, bring up tough conversations and, be support for people who don't have fathers in their lives. Raheem, how about you?
Yeah, for me, I had a couple of situations in life, but I think probably like my earliest, I guess, life changer realization was it was like maybe 2019, either 20 or 19 years ago. Um, I was like working like different like odd and end jobs, and I was working in this factory. And I told the story before. I don't know if Damien has heard it before. I'm pretty sure Royce has heard it, but I was I was making boxes. So I would get like a little the 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 cardboard, and I would have to fold the cardboard and then put it to the side. Get another one, fold the cardboard, put it to the side. And as I'm making boxes, I'm thinking to myself like, man, there got to be more to life than making some boxes. So I mean, just from that experience, it taught me to be more intentional about my life, and just to pursue like the things I want, or like expand my outlook on what what life is, pretty much. So that was the first thing.
You know, the being intentional, right? I think that just kind of comes at a time in our life, you know, and I agree. Were you going to say something else, Raheem?
Oh no, I was finished.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
finished.
I was thinking before you started talking about that, when I was first married, a lot of people don't know this part about me, but when I was first married, I didn't have my degree at that point in time. I worked for a chiropractor, and I just was married and doing life. And, you know, life was lifing. That was it. You know, I was happy. And then all of a sudden, I think I just kind of realized I wanted more. And the $6.50 an hour wasn't going to give me what I needed. And honestly, as a female, I didn't have a lot of choices. You know, I couldn't go into construction where men were making decent money, right? I could be a few other things similar to what I was probably already earning. And I thought I probably should go back to school. And I think my husband fell over in his chair when I told him that, because we were very young, very early married, had no money. And I said, I think I'm going to go back to school. And, you know, that was probably my early first turning point to strive for something new and to figure out where I wanted my life to go. And I love where my life has gone, but it has taken a lot of twists and turns to get to where I am now. And I think this event, encouraging people to come to something like this, really helps them open their eyes. Whether they're struggling in a relationship, they're struggling financially, they're struggling emotionally, they're struggling with parenting, all of those things, or where they're wanting to learn more, you know, about it. Those topics. This is a place to go. And I really don't know of any other place that is doing something like this that covers all of these areas. And so I really encourage people to join us so that they can learn more about all of these things. They're really great. You guys have great topics and great experiences. Damien, do you have another turning point, or did you want to review another one of the ones that you talked about earlier this week?
No, I have another one. I'm originally from New York City, and I had the opportunity to go down to Washington D.C. to work and live in Maryland. So I think that was being a big turning point in my life, being open to doing it. I didn't really have any family, friends down there, and you know, making the effort to do that and being open to things, especially, you know, the fear of unknown is always in play. And I was able to have a great experience being down there, and I appreciate everything I've got from being down there. And I've learned so much. I put more tools in my toolbox, so when it was time for me to come back home, I was even more prepared to return. So that's a turning point, being open to new opportunities. And I think I've been talking about it all week, believing and having faith in things and being open to new opportunities. And, you know, like I said last night, show up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's mine.
Absolutely. Yep. Those are hard. Sometimes those turning points are hard. I'm sure it was hard for you to leave your family and to take a new adventure. But like you say, you gain a lot of experience from those types of adventures that we take in life, for sure. All right, Damien, you're up. You've got the last two here. We're down to about 6 minutes. He's typing away. Look at him typing away.
I guess this will be the fastest 6 minutes ever, but the longest 6 minutes of value. All right. So 6 minutes. Okay. So next question. Favorite color or word? That's one word or favorite color. You can only pick one or the other.
Some people have broke the rules. We haven't kicked them out, but you're supposed to only pick one or the other.
That describes you.
I'd say love. That's an easy one.
Oh, that is an easy one for you, Thomas. That is.
Oh yeah.
I like that one.
Well, I have to go with my favorite color. It's like I wear it all the time. I don't know if you can see, but it's pink.
Pink.
Makes me feel good, and Sir Royce is making me feel good too. So yeah, it's pink.
I love that.
I go for me. I'll do color. It's not pink, but it's close to pink. It's red. I go with red for my favorite color.
My favorite color is gray.
Did you say gray?
Yeah, gray.
I like that color too.
It's a great color.
It is. I mean, it's in my color scheme in my closet, Raheem. Red, black, white, gray. That's usually it. That's about it for Tanya. Red was
Yeah,
my favorite color, though.
same here. Same here.
Damien?
Oh, purple, Alzheimer's and domestic violence. So,
Yes.
all right. So, bonus question.
He's going off the rails.
What made you pick the name of the company that you have?
Oh, bonus question.
So I'll start it.
Oh no.
For Welcome to Fatherhood, me and Dr. Raheem would meet and talk about different ideas about the business. We were always entrepreneurial, like we always say entrepreneurial spirit. We were thinking about different ideas to start a business, and we always would end up talking about fatherhood. I was expecting to have a kid at the time, my son. So I would always ask him questions about like what to expect, because he already had 3 kids already, so he already had experience. So I'm like, man, how many times you have to wake up in the middle of the night? That kind of stuff. And we both said like, man, what about fatherhood for a business? And I went home that night and it hit me like a ton of bricks. The name Welcome to Fatherhood is WTF, like a double entendre. So yeah, I laughed to myself, and then I text Raheem, and from there we got incorporated. Welcome to Fatherhood ever since.
I love that.
That's cool. I'll say for me, well, the name of my company is Limitless Living. And so I chose that because, I had been telling myself, giving myself limiting beliefs, right? And a lot of people, and we all have limiting beliefs. There's lies that we tell ourselves and it keeps us in a certain place. So I wanted everyone that I did business with to go from limiting beliefs to limitless living. And so, limitless living.
That's beautiful. I like that.
Dr. Farron, creative living ideas?
So creative living ideas really just stemmed from all of the things that, I personally feel that we do in life, right? So, our parenting, our jobs, like these summits support work-life balance, our wellness, and cooking and food. So, I started originally, my first book was a cookbook. My website I used to update recipes every season, every quarter. Like I loved that whole piece. Mostly my TikToks are mostly of me cooking. So it kind of embodies all of that whole piece. And so that's why I named it Creative Living Ideas. Yeah.
Nice.
And Thomas, he still has to go.
Oh yeah. Well, a long time ago, my grandpa did a lot of charity work. It's probably where I get a lot of the wanting to volunteer. And he used to go to soup kitchens. And I always thought the soup kitchen was a really cool idea to bring people that don't usually get together and people that aren't usually seen to be seen and treated like people and just have conversations. So I kind of formed it around uh, kind of coming together with a meal, conversation, a community, So I named it Super Network, and the network to get people together, basically.
Mhm.
I like that. Those are all great stories. And, sometimes people never ask you those questions. Like, why do, it's good to know. And we always close with this. All right. Dr. Farron, you want to take this one? This is your segment.
Yeah, closing with a quote is definitely something that I love. I love to live by different quotes. And the quote that I picked last night is the one that I want to go with again, because we talk about, like this is turning points in our life and changes and, being well with virtual wellness. So this is a quote from the movie Hope Floats, which is like my most favorite movie in the whole world. Beginnings are scary. Endings are usually sad, but it's the middle that counts the most. Just give hope a chance to float up. So we're in the middle. Let's enjoy the middle.
So I have one, and I think I may have said this last year when we did the interview. But it's a quote from J. Krishnamurti, and it says, "People don't fear the unknown; people fear the known coming to an end."
Yes. I don't know that you said that. I'll go back and find it. But I don't, I'll go back and rewatch it, Raheem, but I don't think you said that. I like that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite quotes. I think I might have, but
Okay.
I don't know.
That was really good.
So I have to my one of my most favorite quotes is by Maya Angelou. Uh, People are, and I'm going to paraphrase, but people don't care about how much you know. They only care about how, and they'll only remember how you made them feel.
100%, right? We've
Mhm.
had a lot of Maya Angelou in this week for sure. People have been quoting her quite a bit. I agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like when you tell kids or you ask kids, like, who was your favorite teacher? Or who was your favorite coach or whatever, they don't usually, if they say the name, they may not even really know why you
Right.
were,
Right.
like they just know that you were because you probably made them feel special or a certain way.
Yeah. So it's all about feeling. Like
Yeah.
we're just
Yeah.
feeling our way through life. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And that's something to be said about that. So
Absolutely. Royce.
Yeah, I say for me, communication is the key, and everything else is the lock.
Oh, that's good.
mm,
And
That's
that's
a good one.
yeah, that's
Very
by me.
That's by Sir Royce Realis.
There you go.
I love it. Damien.
I like that one. That was a great one. Yeah. So have you been here? You understand what it is. Those numbers are 2350 2350 network. Those are not numbers that just came out of the sky or nowhere. They actually mean something. There's 24 hours in a day. Um, People get lost out in those moments of somebody cutting them off in their car, stepping on their shoes, someone saying a bad word to them. And it's all about don't let 5 or 10 minutes of a bad moment disrupt the other 23 hours and 50 minutes of your day. 2350 network, that is live life to your fullest and your most optimal. And you know what? That kind of came out of my presentation last year at the Virtual Wellness Summit, which it used to be called. And we turned it to the Virtual Wellness Experience because we're experiencing so many things that's going on, so many situations that go into the summit, and so many layers to it that we wanted to create an experience. So that was my presentation talking about the 2350 effect. And Dr. Farron said, hey, let's go with that to create the name of the network. And I said, sure. So again, don't let 10 minutes of a bad day disrupt over 23 hours and 50 minutes of your day. Because a lot of times when you ask individuals, how was your day? They get lost in that 5 or 10 minutes.
It's powerful.
That is it.
I like that.
And we are back tomorrow for day 5 of Meet the Presenter
Final
Week.
Meet the Presenter.
and there's 4 more great presenters. So I want to thank you, Sir Rory Brialis, as always, Dr. Raheem Young. Welcome to Fatherhood. Welcome to Fatherhood. Valencia, thank you as well for showing up and bringing gratitude to the table. Thomas for bringing the love, from far away, and Dr. Farron as always. And we were back in connect with everybody on the stage. This is not the virtual wellness experience. This is just the preview, just so you can meet and greet the people. Next week we go live starting on Friday. Next week
Yep.
it's here. So with that said, everybody, watch the reel, get your tickets, spread the word, and have a great night.
Bye, y'all.
Good night, everybody.